Okay, friends, once again, a very good evening to all of you. Once again, we are here to start the webinar on Excel tips and tricks and Excel refresher course. So now today's whatever topic I have put, these are the regular topics which is shared with me by some of the participants. They have asked me the query. So on that basis, I have put these 4 5 queries and we will be solving it. So let's get started with our first exercise. Those of you who are practicing with me, please open the practice files which is shared with you and let's get started. And we will be starting with the first new formula over here, and that is the text join formula. So let's say this is a regular query. I have took this in many of the sessions. If you want to combine first name, middle name, and the last name, and you know the very famous formula, that is your concatenate formula, correct? And you have another formula equal A2 and B2. And today I will be introducing you to the equal text formula. So like Dheeraj, you were asking just few minutes back that some formulas you can't see. This might happen with you in this formulas also, Dheeraj. If I type equal text join, you see this formula? Now, these are the new formulas which are there in Excel 365 version. This text join formula was not there in Excel 2010, 13, 16. No, it was not there. In the same way, text after, text before, text split, all these are new formulas, sir. This text formula was their old version also, but this text after before has come new. So you can check in your system if it is there or no. So let's get started very quickly. A simple method of combining first name and last name, which many of you might be knowing, but it's for those who don't know. We always start the formulas with equal sign. So you will say equal and you will click on this A2. So equal A2 and you press enter. So that A2 will come over there. So now you will say A2 and I will click on B2 again and I click on C2. So as this is a refresher course means you might have already learned this from me. Either in your company you might have learned or you might have done a personal one-on-one training with me. So this is a refresher course we are doing. Okay. And when you say A2, B2 and C2 and you press enter, you get this combined. But if you will see and if you will drag it down, you will see all has become combined. But here, after Ali, you got extra spaces. Why it came? Did it came automatically? No. Because after this word Ali over here, there are extra spaces in the data itself. So what I'm going to do, just to show you, I double click and I manually remove this Ali spaces. We will use a trim also slowly. And I press enter. So now you will see it has been combined. So all the three names has been combined. So this way you combine it. But you are going to ask me the next question that, hey Ramzan, if I wanted to put the spaces, so how do I put that? You can put that. So you say A2 and space. Now space is a extra character. So you will put that in double quotes. We are going to do the another formula also, but this is the refresher I'm doing. So I double quotes, I do the double quotes, space, double quotes, and. So we read this formula like this. A2 and space and B2 and I press enter. So you see between Ramzan and Ali now you have a space. Again you double click on it and after this and again I will say I want a space and C2 and then you come on the corner and you double click. So basically this is the formula which we are using almost more than 10 15 years, more than that. So this is a very nice formula. But as soon as the different data came into the market, some messy data came, some problems came in the data. So this formula had a problem. What is that problem? I will show you. Now you will learn many things, friends. If you observe, you will learn many things. See, I have dragged this formula down. If you observe very carefully, here Santosh, middle name is not there. But here what he did, you see, between Santosh and Kulkarni, he has added two spaces. So, okay, one space is after Santosh, that is the one, and another is this. So you will say, Ramzan, how do I solve this problem? You can't solve. So we have a very nice formula which ignores the blank cells. And that's why Microsoft came up with a new formula with more facility, that is the text join. Not only it will solve your space problem, no, it will make your life easier. Like in this formula, if you see, two times you have put space. Naturally, you will say, Ramzan, I will put two times. I want after between Ramzan and Ali, I need a space. And between Ali and Rajani, so you have to put two times. But no, wait. Another thing, you have to combine three cells. So you have put A2, B2, C2. Just take an example and think if you have five columns. So five times you have to say A2, B2, C2, D2, E2 and five times space. Correct? Now you see the magical formula. And this is the very nice formula. I love it. Whenever I show this in corporates to finance, they say, wow, this is amazing. Some of you might be knowing also, it's a refresher. So you say equal, and over here you will type text. So lots of text formula come. So I will say J. So if you will see J, so it gets you. So text join, and I press a tab key. So you get equal text join, open a bracket. Listen very carefully, friend, and understand this. First question is asking me delimiter. It means delimiter means separator, divider. He's saying, Ramzan, what you want between Ramzan and Ali and space. So I needed a space. So in starting only, I will say Excel, I need a space. So this space you will put between two double quotes. So between two these double quotes, I have put a space like this. See, double quotes, space, double quotes. Then you will put comma. Now he's asking you second question. Ignore empty. Very, very important. Very important. Ignore empty means he's saying, Ramzan, if somebody's last name is not there, what I should do? Should I put a space? What should I do? I say ignore empty. Means ignore the blanks. Don't put space. Comma. And now he's asking text that which text you wanted to join. I will not say A2, comma, B2, comma, C2. No. Just click on A2 and select all these three. That's all. So if you observe very carefully, three benefits you are getting. The first benefit is space bar in two double quotes. You don't have to write two times. You have written only once in the start. Second, you don't have to select A2, B2 and C2. You have to select together. Third benefit, if there is an extra space or if cell is blank, he will not take extra space, he will remove that space. It's not that is an amazing formula. When I press enter and you get this, should I double click? Cut. Your work is done. See on the screen, between Santosh and Kulkarni, you have only one space. Whereas if you observe this, between Santosh and Kulkarni, you have two spaces. Because here he took this space also. So that's why, as of now in the market, or whenever you use this type of actions, you need this, always use a text join formula instead of a normal formula. So what I will do, I will pause the video over here and I want you to practice now, friends. And when you are done practice, reply me done in the chat box and then I will go ahead. So I will give you 2 minutes for the practice. Go ahead, everybody, and do the practice. Till the time, I will pause the video. Okay, friends, so I can see many of you have replied done. That is very good. And now we are going to go a little bit more ahead. And one fantastic new shortcut I'm going to show you, and you will say, wow. But the problem with that shortcut, it does not work with older version. If you have Office 365, a very, very updated build, then only you will be doing it. What is that? Something new. Now you have done this formula. This formula is dependent on this. Agree? This formula is dependent on this. If I delete these three all, what will happen? There will be a problem. You will say, yes, Ramzan, this is a problem. You deleted the source. Naturally, it will give you the reference. And I also know that you will be doing copy, paste, spatial value. So any guess idea, friend, how normally you do? What is the shortcut for doing paste spatial? Does anybody know? Let me just see if anybody know. How do you do copy, paste, spatial value with shortcuts? Control C is for copy, I agree. But how do you do paste spatial? Any guess, any idea? I'm going to show you one very nice shortcut. Okay. Okay, let me show you. Okay. Control Alt V. Very good, Subramaniam. Control Alt V is a shortcut for paste spatial. But what happens in Control Shift V, Control Alt V is you get the pop-up and there you select a value. I am going to show you a direct shortcut in which you press and automatically formula will be removed. And you will say, wow, this is something new. So pay attention on my screen, everybody. What is the step? Here you have formulas. Here you have formulas, right? You see the new thing. I select both the column where you have a formula. And I will say Control C for copy. And want to see the magic. And I press one shortcut and so. And you will see in background there is no formula. So what shortcut I press? Subramaniam, the formula, the shortcut which you are saying is this. Select, copy, and then Control Alt V. So you get this screen, correct? When you say Control Alt V, you get this screen and you say value. So you will say yes, Ramzan, but no. This is a direct. Select, copy. After copying, just press not Control Alt V, Control Shift V. Control Shift. So on the left hand side, Control Shift V. Khalas, done. Control Shift V. So formulas will be removed and only the value will be pasted. Why don't you try it? See if it works in your system. If it's not, then your regular one, Control Alt V and then select V. So select both the column where you have formulas, everybody. Press Control C for copy and then press Control Shift V and all the formulas should be gone. And let me know in the chat box. Lina, done. Very good. Vasil, good. So see a new shortcuts you have learned. Correct? Directly. Good, Santosh. Very nice. Working. It means for all of you it's working. You all are using a latest version only. Huh? Very good. Yes, Vasil, removes 2, 3 extra steps. Yes, and in Excel, when you work, even one step is more for us, especially when we work in an MIS and we have lots of reporting. One step plays an important role because your manager has called, boss, please send the report. That time, your one step plays an important role that you want to quickly complete the report and send it to him. Agree, Vasil. Amazing. How about other people? I can see 6, 7 people have replied. Thanks, Vasil.
Sir, can you repeat?
You want me to repeat? Okay, I will repeat it for you. Okay. So what we were after this formula, na, what our intention was, see, here there was a formula, right? Here, like this. So our intention was to remove the formulas from background. Okay? Means remove the formula and just paste the value. So we did this shortcut here. You select both the columns where you have a formula and then we press Control C, that is for copy. And after that, for paste spatial, normally we say Control Alt V. Or you can right click and you say 1, 2, 3. Very famous way. Instead of that, we said press Control Shift V. So copy and Control Shift V, khalas. That's all. And your all the formulas will be gone from the background. Good, Dheeraj, Sana, Bashir. Okay, everybody. I think we will stop here and we should move to the next one. So now this was one of the formula which I wanted to cover as I had got a request on a chat on WhatsApp that Ramzan show us. I wanted to know a difference between a row formula and sequence formula. Row formula also does the auto numbering. We can use that. And sequence also does. So what is the difference? Which one to use when? This was the actual question. So I said, yes, this needs to be replied in detail. So now I will be showing you a difference between row and column. and how a problem can be solved with a sequence formula. So see on my screen. Normally, if you want to add a serial number, how do you add? You know that you will say Ramzan, type 1 and 2, very famous method. Select both, come on the corner, and you double click. Very simple. Everybody knows that. Okay. Some of you who are good, they will say, no, why to type 2? Just come on the 1 with this finger, press control, and then drag it down, and your work is done. Yes, that's also right way, no problem. But the problem comes when you start deleting something. If I delete row number 3 and 4, you see, when I say control minus, now you see directly keyboard has come. Yes, keyboard, but the numbers has not changed. Means automatically 5 came. Naturally, you deleted 3 and 4, so 5 will also come. So people ask, Ramzan, is there any method that automatically, even if I delete from middle, automatically I should get the serial number change? Wow, this is good. So we explain them this formula. Equal row. Now, what is a row formula? A row formula does not give you a cell value of a cell. It gives you a cell number. It gives you a cell number. So when I say equal row, open a bracket, I'm in which cell, friends? I'm in 2. So if you press enter, you will see 2. So this is a cell number. Okay, wait. If I say minus 1, what will happen? 2 was the row number. Minus 1 means it will become 1. So this is a 1. So it became 1 because I want 1 over here. Now what will happen when I drag it down, automatically you will get 2, 3, 4, 5. The benefit of this formula is if you delete 4 and 5, you see this 5 will go up, keyboard is 5, it will become 3. Control minus, so wow, and it became 3. If I come and delete the hard disk, which is 5 number, see motherboard is 6, motherboard will become 5 and it becomes 6. It's not this interesting? Huh? So this is the row formula. This is the use of a row formula. There are many other uses, but one of the uses this. I hope you have tried this or I hope you have understood this. Now, what happened, friends, is this row formula is good, no doubt. But what if I add any new product? For example, over here I type charger. The number is not coming. Correct? If I type light over here, light, any product, it is not coming. So he says, Ramzan, now I need a formula that he should add automatically serial number. And here a difference come between sequence and row. And this is awesome. This is awesome. So what we do, we come over here, friends. 1 minute. We come over here and we say equal sequence. And I say equal sequence 10. You see what will happen. Sequence 10. Halas. So it will drag 1 to 10. Means in row I wanted to arrange 10, 1 to 10. The first argument is that. But again, in that the same problem, if I type light, it's there. And if I type, for example, charger, it is not going to come. So how do you do that? So what we do is we use a very interesting formula which is written for your reference on the right hand side, the sequence formula. You say equal sequence, but you will not hard code 10. 10 is hard coded, means it will go till 10. We will make it dynamic. So we say sequence and I will use a formula count A. Why not count? Because count formula counts only the numbers. Count A counts numbers and as alphanumeric text and numbers both it counts. So here you will be using count A because my product name are text. If I use count, it's not going to work. So I will say count, what to count? And I say count this data. Count this data. So if you understand, if you really want to understand logically how it's working, sequence, and I say count A. So whatever answer of count A will come, it will go till that sequence. Now if I press enter, so it will go till here, 9. because he counted this as a 9. So he took sequence 9. Count A answer is 9. So sequence 9. So what we do over here is instead of B10, you can increase more. Okay, you can say 1000, 10,000, khalas. 100,000, 10,000, or you take till end and you press enter. Now what will happen? It will take whenever means he's counting in that row, right? So if I add anything new over here, for example, if I type charger, so automatically it will come. If I type, for example, light, it will come automatically. If I type box, it will come automatically. Is not this interesting? Okay. If I say tiffin, automatically it will come. So why, how it's happening? Because you have used a count A. So whatever you are typing, he's counting. And that counting, he's taking into the sequence. So logically you understand. Otherwise, if I type formula and you also type with me, you will be happy. But actually, you are not learning. You are not understanding a background. It's of no use. So understand logically ke why count A, why not count, and what is happening, then it will be good for you. Yeah. So now saying that, again I will wait for 2 3 minutes, and now you all will practice, you will reply done in the chat box, then I will go to the next option. So I'm saying pause and give it a try, everybody. Ha, I started. Sorry. I will repeat this again. Very good, Dheeraj. Interesting. Control G, and you went to spatial. And in spatial, what you will select, Dheeraj? You will select visible cells only. So I will quickly reply to first the Hussein's question, and then I will move. So see, Hussein, I came on the Nancy record. Control 9. Hide. Khalas. If you want to unhide, you select both the rows. Control Shift 9. Unhide. This is for hiding row and unhiding. If I come on RAM, if I say control 0, it hided the column. Unhide the column, you see I'm selecting both, and actually this is the shortcut, control shift 0. But you see I'm pressing control shift 0. It's not working. It will not work. Because our keyboard some settings, you have to go to control panel, go to the keyboard, and then there is one checkbox with shift. You have to uncheck that. Entire layout changes. So you normally have to right click and unhide the column. That is the only solution, sir, for that. Okay. So now, friends, we were over here. So I select the data, and over here, if you don't want it to do alt semicolon, what you should do is you should go to the control G, go to. It means go to is over here. When you go to find and select, here you get one option, go to. I click on go to. Go to where? Where you want to go? I want to go to the spatial area. And in that, I want to select only the visible cells. So this visible cells only, the shortcut for which was alt semicolon. So as soon as I click on it, he has selected the visible cells, copy it, create a new file, and control V for paste. Give it a try, everybody. And in this, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Okay. Giving you 1 minute to try it out. Okay. धीमा चलता हुआ है. Right. Okay, friends. So now we are on this sheet, and here we will learn how do you add a slices on that. So step number one, we need to convert this data into table mode. So I come on the data and I say Control T. Control T for table. If you forget the shortcut, don't worry. You go to the Insert tab, and in Insert, here you get an option Table. You see, one is pivot table. This is different. This is for creating a summary reports, creating a dashboards. But here, another is a table. So I click on a table and I say, okay, so your data has been converted into the table mode. After converting into the table mode, when you convert into table mode, the data goes up. The data goes up. So you press down arrow key and then again just move it down, means scroll it down, and then you put the cursor inside the data, and now on this you can add a slicer. This I had covered in my last week sessions also. So you go to the insert, and in insert on the right hand side you see one option, slicers. You can even add a timeline. If you want a timeline means exclusive for the years, then there is a timeline. So this is a very nice option, timeline. Okay, it works in the pivot table only. So I go to the slicer option, and slicer of what? I need a slicer of salesperson, for country, for product. And I say, okay. So you will see different slicers has come. Slicers are like a button which is used for filtering a data. And let's say I put this nicely over here. Let's put it over here and let's put it over here. Now I will select all these three, come on the bottom and let's make it small. If you want to convert to the two columns over here in the slicer option, you get an option two columns, three columns. If you wish to change the color, you love color, select one of the slicer and on the top in the slicer you get the colors. I think I went little bit speed in that because I can see I have a very less time with me now and still I have to cover many things. Okay.
Yes, correct, Sundar.
So now I have done this. Now the benefit of this is whenever I click on anything. So let's say if I click on this India, I get all the India details. I click on Oman for Oman, UAE.
Correct.
In UAE, I want to see for particular product, hard disk, keyboard, laptop. In that, I want to see one for particular person, Abdullah, David, John. You can get that. So basically, this is used for filtering a data and it can be also used in pivot also. In pivot also, when you click, it filters. I'm not going into that part. The main aim of streets to show on the data, everybody, right? So now I want you to try, friends. Come on this data, press Control T for table, say OK. Done. Now you will put the cursor inside the data, go to Insert and click on Slicers. In Slicers, select salesperson, country, product, say OK. Arrange it nicely. After arranging it nicely, press Shift key, select all three slicer. On the top, go to the slicer and over here, you change the number of columns. You want three. Oh, this is awesome. Even you can make it like a horizontal buttons. Like just giving you example. Let's say I delete this, I delete this. I take only the salesperson. How many salesperson are there? Six. So I will take, let's say, six salesperson. Okay, let's say seven. I have seven. So this became like a buttons, like horizontal. This is awesome. If you have time, you can do lots of things into it. Okay. I just say undo just to give you the idea. I did that. Okay. So can you give it a try, everybody, and see if that is working? And again, if you wanted to bring everything back, so you can click on this button. That is a clear filter. Means it will back everything and on each slicer you have to click. There is no option till now they have created, okay, clear all slicer. But that can be done through macros. That is possible. Okay, we are not going into that, but that is possible through different ways. But there is nothing like clear all, so all slicer will be cleared automatically. Got it? Give it a try, everybody, and then we will move ahead. Okay, friends. So now we are in a magical change case. Here again, my requirement is I wanted to combine first name and last name. Plus, I wanted to convert everything into capital. So there are two ways of doing. Either you use a formula or you use your famous option. That is your flash fill. I know everybody will like this only, but I have to explain formula. That is our main intention of today's session. So I will say equal and I will say this and space and this. So it gets combined. But I wanted to convert this into the case also. Let's say I want a uppercase. We don't use upper and lower more. Mostly we use a proper case. So I say equal proper. So basically proper formula converts a first character into the capital. So basically, you use equal and with the proper formula. Yes, you can even use a trim formula in that. Just for your knowledge, if I come over here after Ramzan and if I paste two, three spaces, so there are extra spaces. After Kumail, you have spaces. After Pankaj, you have extra spaces here, right? So now you wanted to combine, you wanted to do first character capital, and you want to do the trimming also. Simple. Two you are already done. After this proper, you will also type trim. So trim A2 and B2, both will be. Enter, done. And double click on it, and your work is done. So he has combined also. He has trimmed also, unwanted spaces also he has removed, and he has converted a first character into the capital. If you go more in depth, you can say, okay, Ramzan, I want only R dot Rajani, only from left side one. Then again, you have to use a left formula. So you will say left, comma, one. So from the left side, he will extract only one. Just giving you the idea, not going into that. We don't have time. Just try to complete this, friends. Okay. So first, you do equal A2 and B2. First, do that. Then in that, try to add another formula proper. And then in that, you try to add a trim. Or if you want, you can type directly. If you think it's okay, you can type it. Okay. Yes, you can use concatenate formula also over here, Asif. If time permits, I will show you. Okay. You can use same concatenate, but only the thing in concatenate is instead of and, you are going to use a comma. It will be the just the difference. Yeah. Okay. Here you can even use a text join also. Yes. You can use text join also. Okay, let's people count it. You will get confused. Let's do this. Good. Good, everybody. Those who have replied, very nice. Okay, everybody. I hope you all have tried this. I think I have to move ahead as we are left with only few minutes. Okay. So I have to go ahead. So I am on the last sheet, and that is your unique with sort. And here our intention is to extract only the unique nationality. So as of now, if you don't have Office 365, and if I tell you now that I wanted to know which are the unique nationality in my company, unique nationality, right? So I have how many records? I have 1000 records, means I have 1000 employees. Many people are from Germany, many are from Jordan, multiple people are from Oman. So I want to extract only the unique. So how we used to do, there were two ways. One was the advanced filter. We used to do advanced filter, and then there was an option unique. And it used to filter only the unique record. And then we used to copy and paste it. This was very, very old method many years back. Still that works, but we don't use that. The another famous was you select the nationality column, go over here on the right hand side, and you just paste over here, and we go to the data, and there is an option remove duplicates, very famous option. So from this, if you remove the duplicates, naturally all unique will remain, so you get all the unique values. So these are your unique nationalities. Okay, so this way we were getting the unique nationality, right? But now, instead of this option, what we use? We use a unique formula itself, which is again in latest version. It's not in the old version. So how do you use unique? You will say equal, and I type unique. And then come over here and I select Morocco. And then you will say Control Shift down. Yes, you can select extra also. In future, if you add more, it will also come. So this will get the unique. But in this unique, there is one more interesting option, a new option, new formula in Excel, that is the sort. If you have a huge data and if you wanted to sort it, you can use a sort formula. Sort can be used separately also on the data. In fact, we use one more interesting formula, sort with take. There is one more formula, equal, and you will say this option take. This is also very interesting formula. If in next time, if time permits, I will throw some light on sort with take. Means Office 365 is amazing, friends. It's amazing. So let's see unique with sort. So now first is Morocco, Egyptian, Syria, India, UAE is over here. UAE should come in the end, and then a country with the name A, B, C should come on the top. So after this unique, you will also say, hey, after this unique, you also do the sort. So I say sort. Again, in sort, you have descending to ascending order. I take the normal. That is the ascending to descending. And you will see he has done unique and he has extracted the sort. And this thing you can put it in data validation for creating a drop downs also. So many things are related to it. Okay. So give it a try. This formula, everybody, unique with sort. Give it a try, and when done, reply me in the chat box. Quick. Okay, everybody. So we are going to check that will it get the unique from this as well. So you should get China and Japan also, right? So I say equal and I say unique. And then he's asking array. Array means multiple. So I come over here and then I select this way and I press enter. Lovely. It took this one and let's see. Yes, it took Sana. But it took in this way. Here he gave me the unique, but in the second one he didn't give me because he's taking from individual columns, not from the two columns. Yeah, I got it. Okay. So here there is a limitations for that. Yeah. You have to do for one column individually. Good question. Any other question, friends? Feel free to ask. Any other question? Feel free to ask. Well, okay, everybody. So we started session exactly at 8 p.m. Dubai time. And if you will see, now it's exactly 9 p.m. Dubai time. We took exactly 1 hour to complete all these things. So thank you so much for all your time. And I hope you all have learned something new. Make sure you practice, and soon I will update the next upcoming batch in next 2 to 3 days. Yeah. Thank you so much. I will also be sharing